Namaskar, namaste. Good morning and good evening, my dear friends. A warm welcome to one and all of you, and it gives me such an immense joy to meet with all of you after a short interval. We consistently make efforts to be part of these sessions, and the only reason is to build this mankind, build the society as overcomers. There isn't any other intention. It's not a money making channel. Everything is free of cost. All that, and it's just not about lectures and advices, right? And it's something beyond that. It's something about the nomenclatures of life, some attributes of life, and we are not teaching here how to become rich, where to invest. We are giving certain guidelines, but it's not a political channel or an economical channel or a diplomatic channel or an entrepreneurship related matters, but it's about life. Life is beyond all of these things, and life is more than all of these things. Only if your life is in a certain balance and state of equilibrium, you're able to build a superstructure. And that's very, very important for all of us to understand that at some or other point in your life, you need to give importance to this life. Else, one day the body turns cold. Recently, I have heard of a couple of cardiac arrests in my own organization. One person died, and another person survived, and both of them are roughly in the early. One is early 40s, one is late 30s, right? And very unfortunate. And the reason is nothing but their lifestyle. And the lifestyle, people go to gym, exercise, all these things, jogging, yoga. This is just not lifestyle. This is one dot in lifestyle. There is much more to do beyond that. It relate mind related matters, emotion related matters, and work life balance, stress related matters, sleeping disorders, so many things, right? And ultimately one day it is going to cost you dearly, and that's exactly what we are trying to help. Therefore you're able to analyze, discover, and identify and overcome, right? Okay, a warm welcome, yet another day, yet another beautiful opportunity to discuss through another nomenclature in life. What is that? The title of this session is going to be Pick Your Battles. Pick Your Battles. Now, you may ask me, you're trying to build us as overcomers, and what is this battle, and with whom are we supposed to battle, who are our enemies, and all that. No, no, we are not trying to create riots or build this kind of enmity between people. No, no. We have always told you are not able to survive in this world without your neighbor, without your colleague, without your wife, without your husband. So it's always people oriented. Kind of environment you and I have to build. Now, while you say this, on the other hand, you're talking about battles. Who else is there to battle, right? The tigers and lions and elephants are all sitting in the forest reservation area, and whom to battle, right? The battle is against your mindset. The battle is against your emotions. The battle is you got to pick and choose what you want in life, the choices you make. I can go on and on, but let's take two steps backward. Now, pick your battles is a very, very important phenomena that you have to first of all implant and adjust your mindset to this important rule or a principle. In this world, wherever you turn around, you will find 8 out of 10 as unhappy scenarios, regardless of any part of the world you live. Nothing is going to be completely satisfactory. Can anyone come online or anywhere, and can you go and confess, I lead a very, very happy life, and there isn't any shortcomings, there isn't anything that I'm in need of. I'm actually done. Only one person can make that confession: dead bodies who have no life left in him or her, right? When you have no breath in your nostrils, you can obviously make that statement. If you don't, others are making that statement on your behalf. What is the most popular thing they use? RIP, rest in peace, which means what? You have no reasons to complain hereafter because you are done with this world. Except that if you are a living human being, you will have problems. You will have problems in some or other form. You will have problems through some or other people. Only thing, I'm not asking you to compromise. I'm asking you to amend your rules, amend your mindset. I'm not even asking you to adjust. You don't have to adjust. You can definitely put your priorities, and you can adjust your principles in such a way that you have created that unique path. Now, how to do this? So first of all, let's clarify. Pick the battles. Now, pick the battles is wherever you turn around unhappy scenarios. Where do I turn around? Start from your home. You have a lot of unhappy scenarios. You're not happy with your children. You're not happy with your wife. You're not happy with your husband. You're not happy with your doggy. You're not happy with your pussycat. You're not happy with your neighbor for sure. I can bet my life. All of us have problems with with our neighbor. Some or other thing will clash. Some people minor clashes. Some people major clashes to the extent of boundary problems and court cases and this and that, right? And problem with the society, problem with the government rules, problem with the traffic, problem with the infrastructure, problem at workplace, problem with your health. Ultimately, it will boil down to your health. When you don't handle all these problems, it will boil down to your health, and it will cost you dearly, as I told you before. Problem with the political stuffs, and problem with the economical stuff, problem with the taxation rules. So many things they talk about these days. I don't want to do. It becomes politicized. No, this guy is that party, this guy is this party. No, I won't talk anything. You know what you go through. I also know what I go through. So you decide which side you are, right, and what is your problem. And problem at workplace. No, the guy who joined later, who is promoted, and look at my position and look at the kind of work I do. All this, all the cribbing things happens. Wherever you turn around, you go for medical attention. There also, a lot of scams are happening and all that. You turn around the world, 360 degree you look, right? Any part of the globe, you take a map and you look at any part of the globe, you will have some or other problems. International problems, domestic problems, national problems. Everywhere you will see a problem. If you focus only on problems, you will always pick battles that you don't want to fight. Understand this clearly. Which benefits nothing to you. That's what exactly we're trying to say. Pick the battles that make sense. Pick the battles that are going to benefit you. Do not ignore the battles or resist the battles which doesn't benefit you. Good example. You join Facebook, hashtag something. Some person is being taken on a troll, either a political leader or an actor, cricketer, whoever it is. What do you gain? You gain nothing. You're only wasting your energy and time and emotions. After that, the hashtag, whatever you press, right, two people will comment and you will comment anything, and some that guy will create a groupism, this guy will create a groupism, you are part of this group and all that. After half an hour, that's a battle you have picked. I'm just taking a crude example, right? You're all used to it. After half an hour, how is your mindset? Check your BP. Your BP would have shot. And a lot of people get into these kind of unnecessary battles. Yeah. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. We all have shortcomings. Nobody is perfect in this world. If somebody were to analyze you, they will point out 20 problems in you. Right? Always think that you are not perfect, therefore others are not perfect, and I'm going to be merciful. I'm going to be compassionate. Now, these are the guidelines which already we spoke enormous number of times through our sessions. I'm just taking a Facebook example, the battle you might have always been involved, right? Tweeting. My goodness, what do you gain in tweeting? What, it doesn't make any sense. You don't gain anything. It's okay. Just leave it. Leave to the people who wants to pick those kind of unnecessary and unuseful battles. You do not benefit. What do you gain? And people who are always in entertainment, watching cricket match 6.5 hours, how you can sit and watch a cricket match? Just check the scores in crickinfo.com. Same sixer, same styles. We have watched it from our childhood, right? I watched cricket for more than 40 years, right from I was 5 years old or 4 years old. I've watched cricket. I'm a great fan of cricket, but I can't sit anymore and watch 6.5 hours of that cricket match because why? I was making a choice. My battle is against Australia. My battle is against Pakistan and this and that. Sorry, that cricket match is good. World Cup I watch, but always before the television set. Even IPL's one match. I have a brother. That guy doesn't even compromise on one match. I missed a match. Replay immediately. He wants to watch the replay. You know, because why? Your battle is whatever state you belong, again Chennai Super Kings or Bangalore Royal Challengers or whatever, right? Your battle is against, it's a wrong battle, right? You enjoy the game and just move on, that's okay, but then you're spending too much time into that. Yeah, you pick all sorts of battles with your neighbor. You spoil your relationship. I told this before, why neighbor is a very important person to you. You go through any emergencies that night, your husband is having a problem, your wife is having a problem, who is the immediate person who comes to your rescue? It is your neighbor. And you pick all sorts of unnecessary battles. Yeah, you know what is necessary. Certain battles are necessary, but then you pick all unnecessary battles. No, that's not needed. You pick battles with your neighborhood. This guy is always doing this, that guy is always doing that, and all that. With the society, with the diplomatic rules, with the traffic rules. You don't follow the rules. You see a police cop, you behave like a saint, right? Because why? Your battle is against the law. Yeah. If you honor the law, you will never look at the law as your enemy. You will actually get married to that law, and you will always be a follower of the law, not a violator of the law. Now your battle is against whom? Not that policeman. Your battle is against the law. You are a violator. And you talk about all taxation rules and why the hell I should pay tax. Look at my infrastructure and I won't pay tax and all that. Go to jail. You're picking a wrong battle. The whole country is battling. The whole world is battling. Where there is no corruption, you tell me, right? You cannot blame an individual. It's a system that needs overhaul. It's a system that needs attention. Someday something will happen is what we can hope. But we all must be the followers of law. If you don't do that, you're picking a wrong battle. Yeah, you're a violator, you're a defaulter, and you are not honoring your country laws. And in other words, you're pulling down your country, right? And all happens doesn't it doesn't happen in 1 microsecond. It takes its own course of time. Looking at the infrastructure and stuff like that, you fight with the traffic, you take shortcuts, you skip signals, and you are almost about to dash and you zoom and all that. I've done that many times. Why? Because that frustration, right? You're caught up in a traffic, and when you get a chance to zoom and all that, you overspeed and all that. No, that's not the right thing. Over a period of time, I learned from my mistakes. And my battle is not with the traffic, my battle is not with the human beings, but the battle is against my patience. My battle is against my responsibility. My battle is against my role that I play for my country as a responsible citizen. I got to, they trust me and they have given the driving license, saying, thinking that you will drive, you will follow the rules and all that. So the net, what I'm trying to say here is just setting the context. Picking the battles really matters. What is your choice to pick your battles that benefits you or that doesn't benefit you? So far, I've given you a list of things as a hint. There could be so much. If I were to talk about the entire list, I will need 24 hours, which means you have to sit right in front of me. This is enough, I think. Unnecessary battles, things that are not useful, where a lot of time goes and all that, And one more important thing, picking the battles of the past. Whoever have insulted you, whoever have not treated you with respect and all that, you carry that garbage, right? It's called as emotional outburst. It's unforgiving things and all that. You carry that. You're wasting your time because it's past. You're fighting with the past. Past is gone. Battle with the past is stupidity, according to me. You're just wasting your time, energy, emotions, and people end up in cardiac arrest. A lot of people. Why? Because their BP bumps up. You think about a scenario which led you to so much of anger and frustration. Immediately you will see, you start sweating, and you will see, you will have the breathlessness. You will sense some sort of uneasiness, and especially in the middle of the night, and you won't get sleep. You will be stressed, and you'll get into depression. You will get into antidepressant tablets, sleeping pills. You don't have to do all that. Why? Because you picked a wrong battle, the battle of the past. Your battle itself is the past. So you need to move from the past and head towards the current and the present and the futuristic scenario. And only such a person is sensible. Okay, so these are the battles which you don't want to pick. But what are the battles that I could pick? Of course, you need to pick a battle. Pick your battles is the title, right? Of course, there is a battle to pick. Battle as far as your career growth is concerned. Yeah, you need to look at the market, the emerging market, whichever field you are in. You may be in IT, you may be in mechanical engineering, you may be in chemical engineering, you may be a dentist, you may be a general physician, you may be an orthopedician, you may be a pilot, or you may be in anything, any field where you got to always look at the future, and your battle is against the future. It's not about fighting the battle, it's all about, building something. But it doesn't come without hardship, it doesn't come without a struggle, it doesn't come for free. Therefore, it's almost like you being in a battlefield where you need to start building your expertise, and you got to really focus on the career growth with a plan. You got to have a roadmap. 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. Some people are in the mid 40s. You're going to work not more than 10 to 12 years from now. You're very close to retirement age. What do you want to do in the next 12, 13 years? What do you want to do in the next 10 years? Some of you are in the mid 30s. What do you want to do? You have a lot of career left ahead of you. 20, 23 years you have. What do you exactly want to do? You got to build a roadmap. So many young professionals, right? They get a very good pay. The starting salary itself is like 12 lakhs, 17 lakhs. Some people even offer 21 lakhs and all that. One aspect is they don't know the value of money, and second thing is the value of the money, kind of money they get blindfolds them. They assume that they will be honored in the market in the same way. No, after 3 years, naturally people will start making, frowning faces. This guy is not grown, something is wrong, he's so static, he's not dynamic, he has not thought through the future and stuff like that. Therefore, always never be complacent, but pick your battle with the future. Now we spoke about the career ship and the career growth. You may want to pick a right mentor and stuff like that. Second thing about your mind related matters. Already I gave you enough hints. Emotions, how to overcome emotions. Your battle is actually with your emotion, and your battle must never be with a human being. Understand this. Human being was a reason for that circumstance, human being was a reason for that scenario, but he or she have their own problems to fight. Always learn to look at the problem, not at the person behind the problem. you know if you pick the battle with a person, wrong battle. If you pick the person with a problem, right battle to fight. Why? Because when you fight with a problem, you're going to fix the problem. But with the right attitude, you need to fight. Not to carry a can of kerosene and pour more fuel to the burning fire and make it a kind of disaster. Not like that. Pick the battles with the right mindset. Fighting battle with your mindset itself is an important action that all of us have to take. Battles of the past, as I said, the things, there's some of the unfortunate things that happened in the past. Maybe you lost some dear ones and near ones, and you may want to overcome, but you're not able to. But then you need to fight it out. That's a right battle to fight. Some other emotion, rift between husband and wife, or maybe you have a mischievous child, or maybe you have a real troublesome neighbor. You really need to overcome, and also at the same time think of a fix. That's the right battle you need to pick. About the circumstance, how can I change the circumstance? Thirdly, the battle is not with the what society can offer you, because society has not offered me anything. Government of India has not offered me anything. What you can offer to the society, right battle to fight. You will be such an exemplary role model that people looking at you, at least one person looking at you, will learn some things. It'll change people's mind. Imagine if you are an exemplary model for 10 people, and imagine in your area 100 people are like this. In your entire area where some 5,000 families are living, if there are 100 people every day, they are going to create that positive impact. What you can give back to the society, what you can give back to your country. Yes, there is corruption, yes, there are problems, yes, there are judicious issues and stuff like that, and the country is fighting out, every country is fighting it out, but then it will take its own course of time. Maybe it won't happen in your generation. Some of the infrastructures that I see today, I couldn't enjoy, but the next generation is enjoying, and I'm very happy about it. Yeah, the I don't sit and pick a wrong battle sitting and cribbing. During my days I never got any of this, and rather I pick the battle with the right mindset. Uh, the next generation at least is benefiting, something like that. You have to look for positivity in every single aspect. Fourthly, health related battles. Don't look at every nook and corner of your body. There could be pain here and there, aches and pains here and there, and all that. But I'm telling you the truth, you can't fix all the aches and pains in your body. Sometimes you need to learn to just manage your life. Acidity is a good example. I spoke about that in the previous session. There is no cure for it. because there is a muscle problem, that the closing valve is not working properly, and surgeries also have not been very promising. So how do you deal with this? Thinking about, I'm having acidity, the more you think, the more hydrochloric acid gets generated, you will get into more problems. Rather, you got to find ways to manage, and that's the positive approach. Pick your battle. You cannot compromise on your health, but then you got to pick your battles, the right battles. Acidity can be fixed, you can manage. But certain problems in your body, I don't want to mention whatever it is, it's really private. But certain things are permanent, that cause a permanent damage. For example, one of your elders have gone through osteoarthritis. It just cannot be fixed. Neither is their body capable enough to go through a surgery. Then what you encourage them to pick the right battle to overcome that shortcoming that they have in their body. Similarly, age doesn't matter. Similarly, you may be very young and maybe you are a diabetic, or maybe you have a problem and all that. That's the way how your genetical structure is built. Therefore, you really need to find ways, work with a doctor, work with a psychiatrist or something like that, and only find ways to manage, but never ever look for. There are permanent fixes, right? You manage acidity very well over a period of time, it will get balanced. It has happened to me. It has happened to many people. I used to suffer a lot, but then I was able to overcome and manage it, right? Likewise, there are many problems in everyone's body, right? You take any human body, they will have problems, and those are very private, and we cannot discuss that in public, right? But then you need to make a choice, you not to get depressed or demotivated because I have a problem like this. That itself is a wrong battle. You get into the side of demotivation, you're picking the wrong battle. You got to pick the right battle to overcome or manage or acceptance. Yeah, fine. Out of 10 problems, 2 problems are permanent, I can't do anything about it. We need to do, focus on the remaining 8, and how do I handle that? So things like these are going to really help you. My time is up. I'm sorry, I have to stop now. So pick your battles must be the mantra. Which battle you pick, are you benefiting, or is it going to help you march forward, or is it going to pull you backward? You really need to focus on that. Okay. God bless you. Take care. Please subscribe if you have not. You will start receiving automatic notifications. There are other sessions which may not be relevant, but then you can pick and choose. Like how you pick and choose the battle, you can pick and choose your videos. That's going to help you. We clearly mention motivational, and you can look for those, right? Okay, thank you very much, and share with your friends. It will be helpful to all of us, all of them, and we you have a responsibility to build this society. Never ever refrain from that. Okay, take care. God bless. I'll meet you again. Namaste.